Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geek here. Echo Hero here with another story time with Echo. This time I am going to be looking at, talking about the video game franchise Resident Evil. Now, the series started way back in 1996 under the name of Biohazard, and was said to be influenced by the game Sweet Home, a 1989 game, I believe it was, based on the movie of the same name. I was in high school at the time, and the new video game system had just come out at the time called PlayStation, or as we now know it, PS1. This system had a lot of great games on it. I remember Cool Borders, playing the old WWF games, Tony Hawk, Dave Mirror, Freestyle BMX. Oh, I love those games. Xenogears. And, of course, I got a car going by, Resident Evil. I believe my first exposure to this game, because when the game was in Japan, it was Biohazard, but when it was ported elsewhere, it became Resident Evil. Now, I believe my first exposure to it was probably, I want to say a friend had a copy of it, and I enjoyed it so much that I eventually purchased, I believe it's called the Resident Evil Director's Cut. I really enjoyed the game. The basic plot was, there's been these murders around the city of Raccoon in the mountains, and Stars Bravo went in to do some investigations, but they disappeared. All communication was lost. So Stars Alpha went to go check in on them, finding the helicopter, and I believe they found a hand or something, and were attacked by these dogs and take shelter in a mansion, the Spencer estate. Separated, you have a choice to play as either Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine, as they go around the mansion, solving these puzzles, looking for keys and other stuff so they can advance, and discovering they're all not just the dogs, there are zombies and other creatures. There's one called the Lurkers, not to be confused with the Lickers, but the Lurkers, which are like these lizard-type men thing. Killer birds, a giant snake, there was a shark, and discovering that somebody within the group can't be trusted. Really enjoyed the game. Played it and beat it with both characters. Eventually played Resident Evil 2. I didn't really care for it, but I got into the franchise. I remember playing, like, there was Outbreak File or something, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5. Really enjoyed the series. Until I played Resident Evil, I believe it was Operation Raccoon or Umbrella or something like that. Was a terrible game, and then I played Resident Evil 6. And I hated it. I still do not like 6. I recently purchased, not that long ago, it on sale for, I believe it's on PS4, and forgot the game's not that good of a game, and it's heavy in QTE, that's quick time events. Why did I purchase this game? If I didn't like it when I originally owned the physical copy of it, but anyways, I got out of the series, and I own all the movies. I haven't seen the Netflix show, but they really weren't my cup of tea. I picked up Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, which is when they changed the format to first person. Well, as much as I didn't like Resident Evil 6, I found myself disliking this even more. I eventually did play the remake of the first game. Don't like the controls. Have trouble with the controls and stuff. Hell, I originally repurchased Resident Evil 4, and damn, as bad as the controls are, that camera sucks. Then I picked up Resident Evil 2 Remake. I really enjoyed the Resident Evil 2 Remake. Don't care for the third one, Resident Evil 3 Remake. It's not as good as the Resident Evil 2 Remake. I really, really love the Resident Evil 2 Remake. But then, just for the hell of it, I purchased Resident Evil Village for Xbox Series SX or whatever, SX or whatever, and was greatly impressed. There's still something they can do with the series. If we get another one, I mean, right now it's like literally like you have the ongoing series and then you have the remakes. They just released the remake of Resident Evil 4. I'm upset that they didn't give us one of Code Veronica, but whatever. I also want to see a remake of Parasite Eve and Dino Crisis. Give us Dino Crisis. The series is very enjoyable. It's cool characters, whether it's Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Claire Redfield, Leon S. Kennedy, always chasing Aya, whatever her name is, and been chasing her for over 20 years. It's a sad, sad man to have the same woman not making any move for her. Now we're seeing Ethan Winters, Maya Winters, Rosemary Winters. By the way, in Village, I know the talk is Lady Demamoski or whatever. You know, the 9-foot tall lady with the M cup boobs. In terms of, you know, fan service and, you know, bada boom when she's holding you up and you're looking right down the top. Okay, yeah. But the one girl that has the dolls and stuff, my air freshener thing, brand new one. I think the girl with the dolls is a favorite of mine. Though I did get out of the series, this is one I can see myself getting back into. And they do have a second zombie series. I believe I do have one of them. Well, sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, you know, Dead Rising. This might be the last decent one in the series. Dead Rising 4 is a letdown. Would we ever get a Dead Rising Resident Evil crossover game? Maybe blend Dead Rising into the Resident Evil series. That'd be kind of an interesting thing. But, you know, if you've never played it, you've only seen the movies, dude, play the games. They're particularly awesome games. Enjoyable. With a great mythology. I used to have all the books. Not the ones that were linked to the movies, because they had the books that was based on the original games. I think they went all the way up to Code Veronica. They never covered 4 and stuff, but they like told stuff that took place between the games. Very enjoyable. I think there's some comic books probably. Never read any of them. I should see if I can find, if there's any comic books, and find them and check them out. What are you guys, if you played any of the games, what are you guys' opinion on the series? Whether it's the original, the newer games, Biohazard, and Village, all the remakes. I would like to hear your input. Anyways, I gotta go. It's getting a little late here. I am tired. My eyes are killing me. Because I just did a 5.5 hour live stream. I was a guest on a live stream for 5.5 hours. But anyway, so I want to get a little snack. And, well, eventually go to bed. Anyways, I am the Pacific Northwest Geek Echo Zero. And I will see you on the flip side. Toodaloo.